Whoops.
How the hell did you get in here? Where the fuck are my guards?
Can you tell me what happened to the residents here?
I guess it isn't a secret. Yeah, the residents of the vault are all dead. We killed them.
I was actually just leaving.
Get the fuck out. I'm a busy man.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to, Oh, yeah. Sit on the throne I shall. And what a mighty throne it shall be. Always knew this would be how it would work out.
Well, what do we have here?
Oh, it's Jonah.
Let me guess. You've heard about the mistress who makes all your fantasies come true.
Why, where's
so
she?
You followed the call of your desires, all the way to the arms of Joanna. Moi. Now that you've found me, I wonder, do you have what it takes?
Goodbye. Now, there was something going on over here. Yeah! I'm sitting down, too!
Let me show you the time of your life.
Yeah, do it. Oh, boy.
Let's kick this in gear.
Great. He tries to start shit, just like, boom, right there. Right in between the ass cheeks. Right where any bullet wouldn't want to land, you know? Ooh. That's where I wouldn't want to be shot. That's like my #1 zone. That's my, no-no. That's my no-no zone. I don't want to be shot there. Not at all.
Good to see you again.
What do you think would win that? The Red Scorpions or the Death Claws? Because here's the thing, right? The Red Scorpions, they got some length. You know, what with the tail and everything. And they're fast as fuck. But then, Death Claws are also pretty dang diddly-doo-dang strong. I couldn't take on Death Claws or a Scorpion. That's too much for me. Let's take a bet.
Welcome back, stranger.
Let's find the next match. Wait. Fire Geckos. A bit of 20 red Death Claw. Right, or blue fire. I'll take the Death Claws. Yeah, I think I made the right choice. This is the kind of decision I have made. I'm just mad at them.
Our way. True to Kaiser.
This is my decision. Oh, I've gained more infamy. For some reason, they're not on board with what I'm doing right now. Hey, bud. Oh. Get up, wait up. Was that the ranger station? That Hat Andy? Why did you check? Hat Andy. Hat Andy. Who's Hat Andy? 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 Oh, okay, that. Yeah, that makes more sense than Hat Andy. I wasn't even making fun. I was just like legitimately reading it as Hat Andy. I was like, who the fuck is Hat Andy? I don't remember no Hat Andy. I don't even remember an Andy, to be honest. I didn't look at it ever like this. I look like Judge Dredd. Who is Sylvester Stallone? I know he's an actor. Like, don't get me wrong. I know that. I'm just trying to think, like, what... Like, I'm trying to put a face to a role, you know? My mind keeps saying Rocky, but I'm not sure. Is he Rocky? He is Rocky. All right. The whole time I'm thinking he's Rocky. I'm like, I'm not 100. Oh, I love that. It's so good. It's like, it's such a fun thing to shout and say, you know? If you've never shouted Adrian, people, you gotta give it a go. You gotta go downstairs, look your mum square in the eyes, Adrian, then walk off without saying anything else. That's the only thing she's getting. No context, no clues, just Adrian. Don't shout it, though. You gotta, like, watch the clip. Because if you just go, Adrian, it's not as funny. You gotta do the Sylvester Stallone voice.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me?
I might have.
They're replacing me, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Why? Me take your job because I'm smart. Me take your job because me smarter.
Ah, shit, man. You're direct, you're no nonsense. How am I supposed to compete with that?
Oh, that's pretty
I gotta
good.
pay these chem bills.
But I don't think it popped me a quest. Maybe if I speak to him a little more.
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met.
It's
They
not a
asked me
lie.
how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard.
This dude's a piece of shit. No wonder he's worried about getting fucking getting replaced. He doesn't know what he's doing.
These two
I is
Then we have that in
scientific.
common. Whom do you typically work with?
I is scientific. Maybe you tell me who you with, so we be friends.
Very well, yes. I'm part of the followers of the apocalypse.
Oh yeah?
If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world. Now your turn.
I with me.
Then for everyone's sake, I hope you serve a worthy master. Are you a maker of war or peace?
Pizza.
That's reassuring.
I need gloves. I need gamer gloves. What do gamer gloves look like? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. They're like it's Travis? Who's Travis? All right. Am I supposed to know this dude? You got me mixed up with someone else? Do you know what? My first thought for gamer gloves is I've seen like game developers wear like fingerless black leather gloves, and I'm thinking that might be the one to go with, but that doesn't solve my thing. And then I'm thinking, do you know they make those gloves that make it so your fingers can still work on phones? That's pretty gamery. That's a gamer at a bus stop. That's what that's what that is. But also my other thought was just pink and purple striped gloves, which I would rock. I would rock some pink and purple striped gloves. Give me them right now. Do you know what it is? It's like gamers don't go outside, right? They spend all their time inside. So the only gloves they got are the gloves they had before they became shut-ins, as all gamers are. So it's always a child's pair of gloves that's too small to fit on their hands because they haven't been outside for 15 years. Every gamer can attest to this. No gamer has a pair of gloves that fit because they haven't been outside for that long, you know? They don't know what's going out there. It's fingerless compression gloves. Oh! But then a gamer wants protection from blisters, don't they? I've got blisters on my thumb! I've been playing League for too long. Compression gloves. That's actually not a bad jump, because do you know what? I didn't even consider compression gloves. Could you imagine? Could you imagine you come into a stream, you follow, you're like, hey, yo, it's me, like super high energy, and the reply you get is, who are you? Let's go back to the gloves talk, shall we? I brushed it off like so hard. I've never used them, but they're meant to be really good for your wrists and stuff, aren't they? Compression, like gauntlets. Compression gauntlets. Use them in the fighting arena. Something like that. Did you want me to help Betsy or something? Or
Yes.
Travis?
Talk to Betsy and try to convince her.
Well,
that medical
you know, his
experts
entrance
are
wasn't a touchdown.
Sure hope you.
Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch.
Hey, Ruby.
Hello there. What brings you to Prim?
Don't you just love... don't you just love the contrast between somebody gotta put down that stupid bitch to hey, welcome to Prim. Most of my stuff, I got like drills. I've got a couple drills, and then I got like a screwdriver set, but it's one that's like ratcheted, but it's not got a long handle. It's like quite a fat one, so I don't have like a long handle screwdriver. Ugh. So I need one that's really long and can fit into like slim holes. Like me. No. No. I love asking those questions. And you know what? People fucking hate them. Nobody likes hypotheticals. I love hypotheticals. Because it makes people use their like imagination and think about things, right? But people don't like them. People hate hypotheticals. At least the people I speak to do. Every fucking time I ask someone a hypothetical, they're like, well, it's never gonna fucking happen, is it? And I'm like, that's not the point of the question. The point of the question is you give me something, like an answer. I don't even give a shit if you're just having a jokey answer. You know, I just like having the conversation. You know, what if you woke up and your mom turned into an ant? What would you do? You know? What steps would you go through? And it's like, people are like, oh, stop fucking, it's never gonna happen. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna fucking matter if it's gonna happen. Anyway, that's annoying to me. If you ever want to annoy me, have me ask you a hypothetical, and then say back, it's never gonna happen. Hate that. It just makes me think like, well, you're no fun, are you? Well, first, I would invest in an ant farm. Ooh. Didn't I say she was a giant ant? I might have missed that out. I was thinking of giant ant though. So that would be, but that would be a big old ant farm. Holy shit, you're giving your mom like the greatest treatment ever. Holy shit. I just said ant. All right. If I ever get turned into an ant, I hope I'm Tress's mum. I'm gonna get a farm and everything. Okay, giant ant. I would look at getting a saddle. The funny thing about that is it's her mum. One is like met with extreme care, and the other's like, this shit's like Futurama. We better get this shit sorted right this second. Oh my goodness. You don't even have to say anything after that. I already understand the thought process. I never said I was gonna ride it. I just thought I was gonna get a saddle. Go riding on a giant ant. Do you not think they'd call in like the police or the army or some shit? Like, there's some lady riding an ant here. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine the looks? You would get some looks. I wonder. I think people would be terrified as well. A giant ant. So I was walking down the street, and no lie, this chick was riding a giant ant. Yeah. It'd be rad. You could. I mean, once people got used to it, you could also make money off that. You know. You'd be selling your mum, but you could make money off that because you would just you would charge for ant rides around the town. You would have a business, and also you could charge whatever the fuck you wanted, you know, as long as people were willing to pay it. Because who else has got a giant ant? But then you need to figure out a way to breed these ants, and now that's when it gets weird. That's when it gets. All the other stuff was kind of fine, but that's when it gets weird. Well, I only have one ant. Yeah, I know, innit? No, because... Oh. Let's take the mum part out of the scenario. You wake up one day and you've got a giant ant. Now the mum's unrelated. She's still fine. She's just doing her thing, whatever. And you've got ant rides. Great. Now you're saying, right, here's the issue. You've got a giant ant, right? If you're lucky and that ant's female, okay, you just go get some male ant sperm. And then, like, you know, you grab a fucking tube and you just slot it in. Boom. And you just hope big ants come out of small ant sperm. This giant ant we're talking about, Ethan. This is a giant. We're talking about even. You have any idea how a normal sized ant you get a tube get enough? What are you talking about? I mean, wait, you jerking off these ants? Wait, who said anything about jerking these ants? I'm sure you could buy ant sperm. I'm going to eBay. I need ant sperm now. I'm like J. Jonah Jameson, but instead of pictures of Spider-Man, I want sperm. How else are you getting sperm? I don't know. I didn't assume I was the one jacking off these. Oh, that's an awkward conversation. Go per store. So, I want all your ant sperm. Can you fit it in some kind of tube? I'm looking for a quick, easy insert. I'm not trying to mess around here, okay? I don't know. How much... Jesus. How much sperm would you get from an ant? Not a lot. Sir, wake up. I've got a surplus of ant sperm and I need to get rid of it now. It's a good thing we're a small community. Otherwise, people would be drawing pictures of me jacking off an ant. I wouldn't even be mad, to be honest, though. That'd be funny. How would I explain that to my parents, though? Yeah, so we looked it up, and there's, like, a lot of pictures of, you doing some questionable shit with these ants. What? That's how I would do it. That's how I would get rid of those talks. What? Huh? You fool, Ethan. Bye. You've not even considered how you would jerk them up. You're gonna use tweezers or something? Wouldn't be different from usual. Isn't that how it's always been done? Everybody uses tweezers. I've already got a microscope and a pair of tweezers that I think would be big enough. I wonder how mad Twitch would be if they walked into this stream. And then they'd be like, really, dude? This is what you're going to use our platform for? Could you imagine if I did a sponsored stream for, like, some kind of company? Like, I was sitting there playing, like, the new Monster Hunter. Or I was doing, like, the new Yuffie DLC or some shit like that. And, and they came in for a second, and I'm like, no, you couldn't jack off an ant like that. That's not... you're not gonna get enough sperm for your big ant if you're doing that. You gotta maximize. I'm pretty sick of talking about ant sperm. What if you had a giant caterpillar? What would you do then? But you know what, though? If you wanted more than one, if you only had one, and you wanted to make a business, you'd probably have to get some caterpillar sperm. We'll probably have to go around jacking off these Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I made the exact joke everyone thought I was gonna make. I'm on brand, baby. I wouldn't want to jack off an ant. Just in case anyone was curious. It's not like a process that you go like, oh yeah, I can't wait to do that. Someone must have done it, right? Someone had to have done it, though. Like, there has to be some scientist out there that had to figure out how to get it done. Or all these animals that we know about going around unjacked. What's... What's happening here? How much am I paying for these scientists to do this to these spiders? How much of my taxes going towards these science grants that are getting these scientists to do this? You're gonna need a honey. I shrunk the kids kind of setup. I'm so small I can hug it. I'll tell you what, man. When you're down there, it really looks like a lot more than it actually is. I was covered in it. Oh, man. That's one horny rat. Shut up. Honey, I shrunk kids. That's a fucking conversation, isn't it? I'm sure they brushed it off as well, didn't they? They probably just brushed it off, right? He probably shrunk the kids. She didn't even find out, did she? That film ended without her even finding out that he shrunk the kids. I haven't watched it, but I bet. That piece of shit. He's like, I'm gonna keep this one a secret. Well, really? And then he has the audacity to do it a fucking again. I mean, Audacity is a free download. If you, like, got into a scenario where a scientist came up to you and forced you... You can't say, I'm not going to do it, right? You can't... This is not how you solve this hypothetical. You can't say, I just wouldn't, because that's boring. But if you were in a situation where some scientist shrunk you down and you had to fight one animal to the death, you're the same size as that animal, right? It's a tiny little insect animal, right? It's like an ant or a mantis or some shit that you have to fight. You have to do it to you just die instantly if you say no. That's it. Well, what animal would you fight? You can take a weapon, not a gun though. It has to be like a ranged, not a ranged, it has to be like you can take a sword or something with you. But you can't take like you can't take a gun or anything that will give you a range. Yeah, except from like a spear. You could take like a spear.
Hey.
The thing is, I just don't want people finding fucking loopholes in these, because I mean, I get it. People want to go, found a loophole. It's like, that's not the fucking question, is it? I think an ant would be a pretty good one to fight, though. Not a fire ant, but just a regular ant. I mean, I feel like I could take a caterpillar. Then again, I'm on their turf, you know. A caterpillar knows their turf. How good are ants at fighting? I mean, they got the legs. They'd probably stab you with the legs, right? I wouldn't fight a spider. That's like the number, like the first thing. I'm not fighting a mantis. There's no way I'm ever getting in the ring with a mantis. That's not happening, okay? Even if I can take him down from the turnbuckles, I'm not... Even if I can jump down and do like a fucking RKO, I'm not taking down a mantis. That's not gonna happen. It would kill the shit out of me. Those things, I'm pretty sure they're vicious as fuck. I've never seen an animal that I'm pretty sure if it was my size could kill me more instantly. A spider's gonna have like an advantage, right? It's gonna have an advantage of like, it's got all those legs. Its movement is gonna be like phenomenal. I don't want to fight that. That's not where I'm gonna be. That's not gonna be my like greatest fight. That's me dead. I'm pretty darn sure. I'm in the web and I've been eaten. That's where that goes. I think the mantis would just like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they've got sharp claws or something. I think they would kill me and eat me again. I wonder how many animals, if you were their size, would actually instantly just be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, if I was the size of a cat, would a cat then just instinctively be like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill the shit out of you? You like Legion? You like the people that burn people? I don't think I've ever seen a clearer bad guy in a Fallout game than the one where you rock up to a town, everyone's on a cross, and people are like, we're gonna send a message and burn everyone that doesn't get it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a clearer villain in a Fallout game. Unless you're, like, being sarcastic and you're looking for some, like, some results. I don't know. What do you mean I'm making assumptions? What do you want me to do was educate? Could you imagine if you went to school and your teacher's like, you better fucking love. You better fucking love. You better learn to either do fucking, maths, or you're going straight to the fucking crucifix. It's either math or the crucifix. Can you imagine that shit? I could be a former charity giver. I could give like $7 billion to charity. As soon as I burn one person, I'm a fucking asshole. That's all there is. Doesn't matter how much good I've done. I could have sex with Benny. That's always an option. Yeah, get him in the gut. Get him in the gut. I'm afraid the house has gone bust. This one goes out to you, Travis. Stay safe.